Hi everyone, I'm Jordan Grover, a Learning and Evaluation Specialist here at LAYC. And in this module, I'll be going over how to manage participants, managing their program enrollment and their demographics. We require that LAYC staff enter this data for each program so that we can tell how many youth we're serving at any given time and the characteristics of those youth. You obtain this participant demographic information from an intake form that is given to youth when they first start receiving services from the program. This is what the intake form looks like. We did recently make edits to the universal intake form as of 2019, so it is important that you find and download the newest version. It's from your ETO dashboard. Let's go to your dashboard and find it. You can find the intake form under Staff Action Links, under the category Forms. There's an English version and a Spanish version. If you just click on it, it'll download. Okay, now let's talk about enrolling existing participants. We have many youth enrolled in multiple LAYC programs, and we don't want to create duplicate records for each of those youth. All of their data should be together on the same record so that we can track the youth's participation at all LAYC programs. If you see duplicated records, please submit an ETO ticket, and the L&E team can merge them for you. This is where you find the ETO ticket. So to avoid creating duplicates, the first thing we do when we get an intake form from a youth is we click on Enroll Existing under Participants. To check if a record exists for that youth already, search for the youth using their last name. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and search for a youth with the last name Fake. I was looking for Andrea Fake. I found her. I'm going to click on the box to the left of her name. And it's really important to double check that the birthday is correct so I can make sure I have the correct Andrea Fake. Sometimes we do have youth with the same first and last name. So if the birth date matches the participant I'm enrolling, I can be confident I have the right youth. So we scroll down to choose the program start date and we click Enroll. Make sure to enter the program start date as the day the youth entered the program. Once you enroll an existing youth, it is essential that you review their demographic information to see if anything has changed. You can do this right on the participant dashboard as soon as you click Enroll. This is the participant demographic information. Be sure to check their grade and their school name. Those are the most likely demographics to have changed. If the participant doesn't exist, go to Enroll New. Using the intake form I just showed you, you're going to fill out all the data you need here. Don't forget to backdate the program start date. So once again, the program start date should be the date that the participant actually started the program. Also important to note is that those fields with a red asterisk are required fields. I'm going to go through and put in some fake data so you can see what this would look like. Please note that you can't use special symbols in names. So for example, you couldn't use an enye or an accent mark. Notice that a duplicate information popped up after I tried to save Jordan Fake. They gave me 3 other Jordan Fakes in the system, wary that this might be the same person. It's an awesome check that ETO provides. In this case, the Jordan Fake I just entered was born on June 13th, 2000. That is a different date of birth than the other existing Jordan Fakes, so I feel confident that it is a new person. Right, in that case, I'm going to click Add as New. However, if it was the same Jordan and I realized, oh no, this Jordan already existed in the system, I could just select the correct participant and then it would merge them. However, now I'm just going to Add as New. Okay, now that we know how to enroll participants, let's go over editing them. If you see an error or if you need to change a participant's demographic information, for example, their address or their grade, like we talked about earlier, you're going to choose View/Edit Participant, and you can find that here on the participant dashboard. This will bring you right back to their demographic information where you can update or change what you need and then save. If instead you're on your home page and you wanted to edit a different participant, you could click Find Participants, you could click Edit Participant Information and then search for the participant you need. Now let's go over what the roster is. The roster shows you participants who are currently enrolled in your program. In order to check your participant roster, you can use the search bar that's always at the top of your screen. We're going to leave the search term blank. We're going to make sure we're searching within participants and in the program you're interested in, and then we're going to click Search. As you can see, today we'll be using Fake participants for practice. All of these records have the last name of Fake. You can also run a report to get your roster and associated demographic information, and this will be reviewed in Module 4. Finally, we're going to look at the participant's dashboard. While we're here at the roster, you can access a participant's dashboard by selecting their name from here directly, or you could do it from your staff dashboard if they were, for example, one of your recently added participants. I'm going to click on it here. Alexis Fake's dashboard. As you can see, the participant dashboard has a lot of information on it. At the top is their recent touch points. There's the participant information that we reviewed earlier. If they are in any collections, those collections will show up here. And then there's their program history at the bottom. Under program history, you can click Review All, and this will show you all of the programs they've ever been enrolled in. Okay, lastly, we're going to go through how to dismiss. At the end of a program cohort, or if the participant drops out or stops receiving services, we will need to dismiss them. For programs without a set cohort, such as those receiving drop-in services, we dismiss all clients at the end of the fiscal year. September 30th for DC programs and June 30th for Maryland. To dismiss, click on Dismiss Participants under Participants. Then search for the last name and click on Search. And then click on the participant you would like to dismiss. You can do 1 participant or 2 participants at a time, or you could do all of the participants at once. If I want to dismiss multiple participants, I'm going to select them right here. And then I'm going to click Dismiss Selected Participants with the same program end date because both Jordans ended the program the same date. I will enter the dismissal date, which is the day they finished receiving services. Or like I said earlier, If it's a large group that we dismiss at the end of the fiscal year, I would use that date. In this case, I'm going to dismiss them with today's date. And then I need to give them a dismissal reason. This reason will differ by your program, and you should talk with your supervisor or refer to your data tracker to decide which dismissal reasons to use. Finally, don't forget to click dismiss at the end. Okay, that's all for Module 2. Thank you.